Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, two names that have redefined what it means to be a modern power couple in Hollywood. Every time they step into the spotlight together, the world seems to pause. Cameras flash, fans scream, and headlines explode across every major platform. From the dazzling red carpets of Paris to the casual streets of Los Angeles, their appearances never fail to dominate global conversations. They're not just a couple, they're a phenomenon, a perfect blend of fashion, fame, and undeniable chemistry. Their story as a stylish duo began when they were first spotted together at Paris Fashion Week. Kylie arrived in a sculpted black gown that accentuated her signature silhouette, while Timothée turned heads in a sleek, futuristic ensemble. The contrast between Kylie's sensual glamour and Timothée's artistic minimalism created an energy that felt electric, a visual harmony that fashion insiders couldn't ignore. Within hours, their photos flooded social media, with fans declaring them the new fashion royalty of Hollywood. At the Met Gala, they proved once again that they were a force to be reckoned with. Kylie stunned in a dramatic crimson gown by Jean-Paul Gaultier, while Timothée chose a clean white suit accented with silver details. The contrast was striking, fiery and calm, bold and refined, a perfect visual metaphor for their relationship. They didn't just attend the Met Gala, they owned it. That single night set the internet ablaze, with millions of views and countless analyses of every fabric fold and accessory. Off the red carpet, their street style has become just as influential. Kylie is often seen rocking oversized blazers, leather boots, and sleek sunglasses, radiating confidence and power. Timothée, on the other hand, masters the effortless cool, vintage bomber jackets, premium denim, and designer sneakers. Every candid photo of them together feels like a campaign shoot for a luxury brand. Fashion blogs dissect their looks piece by piece, and fans try to recreate their coordinated yet spontaneous vibe. But what truly makes them captivating isn't just their fashion sense, it's their energy. There's an unspoken connection between them, visible in every shared smile and subtle glance. When Kylie laughs at something Timothée whispers, or when he instinctively reaches for her hand, the world watches in fascination. Their chemistry feels natural, not curated, and that authenticity sets them apart from countless Hollywood pairings before them. One unforgettable moment came at the US Open, when the couple was caught on camera enjoying the game from the stands. Kylie wore a sleek all-black outfit, while Timothée kept it casual with a leather jacket and retro sunglasses. They weren't trying to make a statement, yet they did. Their quiet intimacy, the simple gestures between them, became one of the most viral celebrity clips of the year. Millions of fans across TikTok and Instagram couldn't stop replaying the moment, calling them the embodiment of modern romance. Behind the glamour, there's careful strategy. Kylie and Timothée work with some of the most sought-after stylists in the industry to curate their individual and collective image. Kylie's bold choices reflect power and confidence, while Timothée's experimental edge pushes the boundaries of masculine fashion. Together, they tell a story, not through words, but through visuals that blend strength with vulnerability, tradition with rebellion. Major fashion houses like Prada, Dior, and Chanel have all vied for their attention, seeing in them the perfect ambassadors for a new generation of luxury consumers. They've become the faces of a movement, one that celebrates individuality, fluidity, and fearless self-expression. Vogue described them as the couple who turned fashion into a love language, and the title fits perfectly. Rumors are now swirling that Kylie and Timothée are preparing for a major collaboration with a European luxury brand. Insiders claim it will be a campaign centered on the theme of duality, exploring the balance between light and shadow, structure and freedom, male and female energy. If the whispers are true, this could become one of the most groundbreaking campaigns in fashion history. Beyond the speculation, what keeps fans obsessed is how real they seem. Kylie, who's spent much of her life in front of cameras, appears more grounded and at ease with Timothée. He, known for his introspective nature and aversion to fame, seems to have opened up more since being with her. Together, they've created a safe space, a rare thing in the chaos of celebrity culture, where both can be themselves unapologetically. In an interview, Timothy once said, "Style isn't about matching outfits, it's about matching energy." Kylie followed with, "Fashion tells our story without words." Those statements capture exactly why they've become such an iconic duo. Their fashion is more than aesthetic. It's emotional, personal, and deeply intertwined with who they are. Every public appearance now feels like a cinematic moment. The way they walk, the way they look at each other, it's as if they're living out a real-life fashion film. Fans flood comment sections with admiration. Fashion critics analyze their symbolism, and the internet never stops speculating about what they'll do next. They've transcended the label of celebrity couple. They're cultural architects, redefining how love and style coexist in the public eye. Through them, fashion has become more than clothing. It's become communication, emotion, and identity. They've shown that elegance and authenticity can go hand in hand, and that vulnerability can be just as stylish as confidence. Now, as their influence continues to rise, the world watches and waits. Every move they make, every outfit they wear becomes a statement, not just of taste, but of power, connection, and evolution. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet aren't just shaping trends, they're shaping the future of celebrity culture itself. When the lights dim and the flashbulbs fade, what remains is the image of two people perfectly in sync, not because they're trying to be, but because they simply are. Together, they've turned fashion into poetry and their love story into a masterpiece of style and soul. So, the question now is, are Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet the most stylish power couple in Hollywood? The answer, judging by every photo, every look, and every whisper of admiration around the world, seems clear: absolutely yes. Their influence doesn't stop at red carpets or fashion shows. It has seeped into everyday culture. From TikTok edits dissecting their coordinated outfits to YouTube channels breaking down their stylistic evolution, Kylie and Timothée have become the visual heartbeat of modern pop culture. Fans from every corner of the world imitate their aesthetic: neutral tones, subtle luxury, and effortless confidence. The Chaljenner look, as some call it, has even become a trend tag online, symbolizing a fusion of artistry and glamour that defines this generation's idea of romance. But beneath all the glitter and camera flashes lies something deeper: an understanding of image as power. Kylie has long mastered the art of visual storytelling through her brand empire. She knows the value of a single post, a single outfit, a single look. Timothée, on the other hand, brings an intellectual dimension to their image. Known for his love of art, literature, and film, he has always treated fashion as a form of emotional expression. Together, they've turned public appearances into performances, not staged, but deliberate, where every fabric and pose tells a piece of their shared story. At a recent event in Milan, the couple once again proved their dominance. Kylie wore a sculptural dress that shimmered under the lights, paired with minimal jewelry that accentuated her confidence. Timothée appeared in a velvet tuxedo with an unbuttoned shirt, exuding the same soft rebellion that has become his signature. When they stepped onto the carpet together, the crowd erupted, not just because of who they are, but because of what they represent. In that moment, they weren't merely celebrities. They were symbols of a new era in which fashion meets authenticity and fame merges with sincerity. What fascinates many observers is how their influence crosses industries. Kylie's connection to the beauty world and Timothée's reputation in cinema have created an intersection between fashion, film, and lifestyle that feels seamless. Luxury brands crave this cross-platform presence, and the duo delivers it effortlessly. They're not just wearing fashion, they're living it. When Kylie launches a product or Timothée promotes a film, the conversation always circles back to their aesthetic: clean, bold, and magnetic. Their presence at award shows often becomes the highlight of the night, not because of controversy, but because of elegance. At one premiere, Timothée's minimalist satin suit and Kylie's shimmering gold gown turned heads not for being loud, but for their simplicity. A reminder that true style doesn't scream, it whispers. That quiet power has become their signature. It's a kind of sophistication that feels timeless, a contrast to the overproduced images that often flood celebrity culture. Social media plays a huge role in their ongoing narrative. Every candid photo, Every subtle glance captured by paparazzi turns into viral moments dissected by millions. Fan edits flood Instagram and TikTok, blending clips of them walking hand in hand with slow-motion transitions and nostalgic music. The world doesn't just watch Kylie and Timothée, it dreams with them. They've become more than trendsetters. They've become a shared fantasy of connection and creativity. And yet, what makes their story compelling is how they balance spectacle and secrecy. Despite being two of the most followed figures on the planet, they've managed to maintain a certain mystique. They rarely discuss their relationship publicly, choosing instead to let their actions and their fashion speak. That decision has only intensified the fascination. Every silence, every appearance, becomes part of a carefully woven narrative that keeps audiences hooked. Many insiders say that this balance between visibility and mystery is what makes them unstoppable. Kylie brings the commanding presence of a media mogul. Timothée brings the enigma of an artist. Together, they create a gravitational pull that the entertainment industry can't resist. Even when they're not in the same room, the mention of one instantly brings the other to mind. There's also an undeniable cultural impact. The rise of gender-neutral fashion, fluid silhouettes, and softer aesthetics in menswear mirrors Timothée's influence, while Kylie's redefinition of femininity, strong, bold, unapologetic, continues to inspire millions of women globally. Their combined energy has blurred the line between masculine and feminine, turning fashion into a playground of identity rather than restriction. They're not following the rules. They're rewriting them. At charity galas and high-profile gatherings, their synergy is magnetic. When they walk together, it's not just about clothes, it's about energy. The way Kylie's confidence meets Timothée's quiet charisma creates an atmosphere that commands attention without demanding it. Even in candid, off-duty moments, a quick coffee run, a casual stroll in New York, they look effortlessly cinematic, as if the world around them were just a beautifully lit backdrop. Critics who once questioned their pairing have now joined the admiration. Articles in GQ, Vanity Fair, and Vogue France have called them a cultural merge of fashion and art. They represent the evolution of celebrity relationships, one where style becomes communication and every appearance is a form of storytelling. It's no longer about who they're dating, but what they symbolize together. A bridge between creativity and commerce, individuality and partnership. What lies ahead for them remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the world is watching. With every event, every project, and every whispered rumor, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet continue to build a legacy that transcends fashion. They've become living symbols of modern love, powerful, artistic, and endlessly captivating, and as the flashbulbs fade and the night grows quiet, one image lingers, the two of them, side by side, effortlessly stylish, impossibly in sync. They don't need to say a word. Their presence alone tells the story of love, of evolution, and of what it truly means to be the most stylish power duo of this generation.